Hey there, folks. It is Monday where I am. Let's go to CSSBattle.dev and do the daily target. Ho ho ho. What an interesting, symmetrical, and yet not totally symmetrical puzzle this is. All right, let's see what we got. I'm using the nested template, HTML body tag. We put blue on the HTML element. And let's start. Where do we start? I kind of have an impulse to do that circle, huh? But the correct order to do things is to correct these margins first. So we want the top and bottom margins first. We got 42, and then those side margins next 30, 30, 30, 40, 42. So it's just 42. Okay, great. All right. I think we do the circle first, huh? Radial gradient, radial gradient. Start with a 1Q to designate that we want an even circle. We'll do transparent, 40 pixels, I think. And then we get this light color stops 40 pixels, 6, and then transparent. All right, so we're too small and we're in the wrong spot. So we can move that by giving this it does look lined up on the vertical axis, so that's good. But on the horizontal axis, it needs to go up. So we're going to go 0 because the default size is the size of the body. And then the next number will be a negative number, minus 10 pixels, let's say. 20, 30. That looks to be lined up. So now we change those color stops 50. And this color stop 80, 90. And look what we got there. We got a repeat happening. And that's fine in this case. All right. All right, so how do we do this next thing? And is there a clean way to slice this up? We could do linear gradient, yeah. Is it 2 more gradients? Can we do it in 1 more gradient is the question. I think we need some extra thing to do those sides, whether that's a clip path or a mask or something. Let's do linear gradient. Yeah, let's do a linear gradient and then we'll add a mask to it to hide some of it. So color and then transparent 0. So 40 pixels. Okay. And so that is a linear gradient. Now we could do a repeat. That would be what? So we do repeating linear gradient 40 pixels 0. So if we set as 0, 40, 100, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Yeah, that works. So that's what that code looks like. So what does the code look like for the non-repeating linear gradient? So we'll comment that out. And we'll just say linear gradient, which is what I had before. 40 pixels 0. And we say 0, 100%, or better yet, 1%. And then a height of 160 pixels. And then we need a vertical 0. There we go. And that's the same thing. So which is more code? It's been a while since I've done this. So both of these result in the same thing. Right? Add a comma. me just do this is the manual code compression technique. Click in, and so repeating linear gradient is a little longer because we need all those color steps. And even if we unit replace, like the repeating linear gradient is just a longer syntax. That word repeating really hurts us a lot. Okay, so what are we missing? We got these little side junky parts that we need to fix, and I believe the way to do that, what I'm going to do today, is a mask. Oh, and then here's where I get to, this is like a USB drive. I can never figure out, or I haven't bothered to learn. Is it laziness? It might be laziness. Conic gradient. Whether it's, so if I do red, 75%, transparent, semicolon. So I got it right. So the transparent part, no, the red, see, I'm saying it wrong. Red, the solid color, is the part that's visible, and then this is the mask part. So if I do an app, what, 10%, 50%? Is it 10% wide? How about 11, 12? Nope, how about 5, 6, 7, 8%? Or how about 10Q? How about 20Q? 21Q? Okay, and then put that in the upper corner, 0, 0. Because I do need a height for it. Do I need a height? No, I don't, do I? No, I do need a, no, I just need a width. 0. And the width is 100 pixels. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 210, 20, 30, 40, 50, and you can see that mask moving across 6, 7, 8, 280. So that mask is hiding these parts. So, and I would be showing you what it would be without, but by altering the enclosing element, I don't get the same thing. If I was using a blank template, then I would get something different. So let's submit. We haven't even submitted yet. Let's submit. We're at a nice 8 minutes of video time here. Okay, so we did conic gradient, one linear gradient, one radial gradient, minify, unit replace, and submit. Is there anything to be gained? So that's a solution. So do we need this to be in the nested template? Kind of think not, right? Like, So what would that be? So if I do nested template again, and what, I'm gonna trim that off, trim the margins, forget the margins part. Let's just do the background right on the body element. And we gotta push that down, huh? Yeah, we're gonna push that down with this background position, 10 pixels, 20, 30, 40, 50. And on that radial gradient, we will put, rather than transparent, put that blue, great. That means we also need this to be blue, great. And I guess we do that linear gradient in a different way if we're doing it that way, huh? Yeah. Okay, so if we're doing it another way, well, moreover, maybe since we only need the top, we don't need the full top of that, maybe we need something like this. We need, so we're moving that down. So let's do, there's the circle, and we do at 50%, 100 pixels. 10. Does that help us? No. What we want is just the bottom part, right? We want .30, and then let's move that lower. 0, 30 pixels. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. All right, so now we just have exactly the part that we want. And then I think what I'm inclined to do is do a variable. G is linear gradient. And that linear gradient starts with that. 40 pixels, and then transparent. Then, and actually it doesn't matter what order we do because of the way we did that circle. Comma, bar, dash, dash, G. We don't see anything. Oh, actually we do. It does matter because I put, I forgot I put blue there. Okay, so there, now we do that. Bar, dash, dash, G, linear gradient. Background, bar, dash, dash, G, we got nothing. Y. Because we have a trailing comma. Right, and we say 0, 40 pixels down, or is it 50? 50 pixels down. Great, and then we do, and we're gonna need to change that. So we need what? We need that to be 200 pixels wide, repeat, Y, X, Y. Oh, and then we need what, 50%? To 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Done. And we're kind of do the same thing again. Very similar. So that's the top one, and the bottom one is a little wider. Let's call it 300. 300, and then he's lower. 150, 190, 210, 210. A little different code without the constraint of narrowing exactly what that box is. We need more positioning and sizing code and more repeat code to make that work. Probably there's other choices for how to do that as well. Just minify and unit replace and submit and see if that's a better score or a worse score or what. It is a better score. So very, very similar approach, similar coder, me, using the techniques that I'm used to, and this is a better scoring score, which is just a little surprising to me. Just a little surprising, but it's a fun one. All right, 14 minutes, super fun. Just got back from the beach, time for dinner. Hope you're doing well. Take care of yourselves. It's rough out there. Go make that webpage, huh? And be good to yourself, be good to everybody else.